So I got some very interesting and honestly somewhat useful tattoos to show you today. All these tattoos are practical, they are functional, and I can definitely see a lot of you out there benefiting from getting maybe 1 to 3 of these tattoos permanently tattooed on your body, because it will make your everyday life just a little bit more easier and honestly a little bit more fun as well. And honestly, if I wasn't so covered in all the tattoos that I currently have, I would consider getting maybe a couple of these myself. But stay to the end, because I will let you know out of this whole videos list what is my favorite, and with the limited space that I do have left, which one I would actually consider getting for myself. Now, I know we are all living in a very chaotic world full of distractions, and it's not always easy to stay on top of our responsibilities because we have so much going on. But a lot of people like me benefit a lot from writing everything that we need to do for the day down on a list. But the problem, and the big problem with this, is that it is very easy to misplace this list unless it is always on you. And for that, we have the very practical, functional, and useful to-do list tattoos. Now, to-do list tattoos usually take on a typical form of a blank sheet of paper with empty lines and sitting next to them empty boxes as well. The bearer of the tattoo can go ahead, write everything that they need to do for the day. As they go ahead and start doing those, they can check them off or strike them through, and then at the end of the day, once everything is said and done, they can go ahead and just wash it off with some soap, and then that ink or that marker should come off, and then they have a whole new blank canvas, or at least new notepad to go ahead and work with and then start their new day with. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think this is such a great idea, because personally for me, I love writing to-do lists and I do them every single day. And the one thing I've realized too is I always tend to lose them, and then I kind of wonder, what did I have to do? With this always on you, you'll always know exactly what to do. Great idea. Now, the next practical tattoo that I have for you is for anybody that constantly needs to measure small things. If you've ever known a seamstress or a tradesman, then you know that they always have a measuring tape at hand. But what if they want to take a small project on the go, or maybe they don't want to go searching for their measuring tape every time they need to measure an item that is in front of them? Well, that is where the ruler tattoo comes in handy. Now you'll always be able to measure what's in front of you, and one very common version I see to this is the 2 to 3 inch measuring line that goes down the side of the finger, or also down the side of the palm as well. Now, I know some of you are probably saying, Justin, a few inches just isn't enough for what I need to measure. And this is where you can take the ruler tattoo to the extreme. And you probably see a lot of fishermen have this tattoo. They probably have about a 2-foot tattoo going along the side of their arm or down their leg. And this is so that they can go ahead and measure either the catch that they just did and seeing for themselves and what the catch was, or for legal reasons and whether they can take it or if they need to release it back. Useful tattoo. Now, this next functional tattoo is perfect for anybody that has a business, maybe is a singer, songwriter, rapper, or maybe you're just somebody that wants to direct people to a certain place, like maybe Never Gonna Give You Up. I know you guys think you guys know where I'm going with this. That is right, we have QR code tattoos. See, we are well past the days of needing a URL code to navigate the web. Almost all smartphones have the ability nowadays to scan a QR code that will immediately take you to a specific website that was made specifically for that QR code. Imagine you see somebody on the street with this tattoo, you immediately kind of think, what does that tattoo go to? You maybe go up to them, scan it, and then bang, that page has now been opened on their phone, and you have sent them exactly where you wanted to. Honestly, I really need to get a tattoo like this for myself so I can get people and then just send them to my channel. Just imagine all the views that I would have. Now, there are a couple cons to this tattoo, and the fact that you really need to get it exactly how it is on that QR code, or else you're not going to be able to send people to exactly where you need to. And the longevity of this tattoo may be a factor as well in terms of tattoos. They start to spread out over time, and it might be hard for the camera to read it, and you might not be able to get people to go where you need to. Some cons, but the upside to this tattoo is just great, and I could see so many people and businesses benefiting from this tattoo. Now, speaking about how useful QR codes can be, I also found out for myself personally how useful and practical they can be as well. Now, I didn't get it tattooed on me, but I did get it put on stickers, and I will be putting these throughout all my cities. So when people go ahead and scan that QR code, it is going to take them to manscaped.com, who are today's video sponsors. Smooth transition, right? And speaking of smooth, that is exactly what you are going to get when you use the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra by Manscaped. Listen, even after a year of using it, I still get surprised at how smooth and clean my area is down there. And that is all thanks to their dual interchangeable heads, especially this foil head right here. It's an absolute game changer. Like, guys, I know at this point I probably sound like a broken record, always saying it how great and smooth your guys are going to be down there after you use the 5.0, but I don't know how else to get this point across to you without showing you. I can't show you. I mean, I could show you, but I'd probably get banned, lose my channel, lose my sponsorship, and then nobody wins in that. But I haven't had anything happen down there while using this. I get such a great trim, and it's honestly got all the bells and whistles you will ever need in a trimmer. It's literally the perfect trimmer. And Manscaped has been doing some great things recently with their colorways. They recently released this new white hot that looks stunning. It looks very modern, but they also released a forged gold that just looks fucking sick. It looks rich, and if you were to have that just chilling in your bathroom, somebody walked in, they know you mean business and that you are a little bit above the modern norm of just regular trimmers. So go to manscaped.com or scan this QR code right here. Use my code INK, that is INKED, to get 20% off and free shipping, and go ahead and get yourself something that you will benefit from and use for years to come. Now, the next functional tattoo that I got for you is one that I believe everybody needs to have on them, and it's actually a very popular tattoo that a lot of people tend to usually get. With this tattoo on you, you will never really ever get lost because it will always help guide you in the direction where you need to be, and that is by getting a compass tattoo. See, gone are the days of trying to figure out where you are and the direction that you need to go in, because with a compass tattoo now always on you, you will always know what direction you're heading in and where you are going. Honestly, it totally makes sense now why to so many people get this tattoo. It's super useful, it's super practical, and it's super functional. Our next functional tattoo is similar to that of the ruler tattoo that I mentioned a little earlier, in the idea that it helps measure, but it's not a ruler tattoo. Instead, this tattoo is for more of those people who love cooking, baking, and this is the measuring cup in the palm of the hand tattoo. See, this is a great idea for somebody who always needs a tablespoon or teaspoon measurement for when they are cooking, baking, but is always losing or misplacing the measuring cups. With this, you are now always going to have your hand on you. You're never going to lose it, or at least I hope you don't lose your hand. And it's super practical and functional because a lot of us use our palms to scale something up before we go ahead and put it into our food and that we are cooking. So with this, you are always going to get a pretty damn accurate amount when you go ahead and put it in. Now, the only cons that I see to this is that the palm is one of the most painful areas to get a tattoo. So it's going to be super painful to get, but what is a little bit of pain for a lifetime of functionality in terms of always having the right amount of measurement for when you are baking or cooking right at the palm of your hand? Absolutely seems worth it to me. My next functional and practical tattoo that I have for you is one that is super simple and is one that I truly do believe that majority of the population would benefit from having, because so many people in this world lack direction in knowing which is left and which is right. Now, I would consider myself a genius for the most part, but every now and then I do kind of second guess myself on knowing which side is which. So being able to get the letter R tattooed on the right hand of the body, and then obviously getting the letter L tattooed on the left hand of the body, will hopefully guarantee you, and that is a big word in there, hopefully guarantee you a lifetime of now knowing which is which. Now, getting this next tattoo might just save you from losing a body part. It's super practical, it's super useful, but it's also very risky to get as well. And it's probably my least favorite and least recommended at today's videos list, because this tattoo totally relies on the success of your relationship with somebody else. Now, I have always been against relationship tattoos, significant other tattoos, because the chance of a regret is just so high. But getting a black band tattooed on your ring finger on your left hand can be very useful for a lot of people out there. One, because now you are always able to show your love for that person that you married by permanently wearing something on your body and not always having to wear a physical hardware on you, but more in the fact that for somebody that maybe works construction. Now, I work construction. I heard this story from somebody one time where somebody lost their finger because they were going down a ladder. I think they slipped and their ring was on their finger. It got caught in the ladder, and pretty much because they went down hard, it literally took the finger right off, and they pretty much had to have one finger less. So for anybody that works construction, this is a great idea to have, because now you don't have something that is physically on you that can get snagged or caught on any of the tools that you were losing. So you get to keep all your fingers, you get to keep your loved one, and more importantly than anything, you don't have to hear from your significant other, why aren't you wearing your ring, because it'll always be shown. So no headaches, no fingers lost. great tattoo, but also very risky tattoo to get as well. Now, I really do believe that I have mentioned in today's video some really useful tattoos that a lot of you will benefit from. But like I said, I want to let you know what my favorite from today's is. And as much as I love the to-do list tattoo, and I even love the wedding ring one, along with all the other ones, I think I would personally get the QR code tattoo. I just look at it and I think my life and my channel and business would be so much better off with that, because I'd be able to send people exactly where I want them to. And that's the one I would honestly go ahead and choose. But let me know in the comment section which one was your favorite from today's videos list and which one you would personally get for yourself and why. And to anybody still stuck up on that compass tattoo, I know it is not a real functional or practical tattoo. How stupid do you think I am? That was pretty much a bait. I just wanted to have some fun with you guys. And I want to see in the comments section how many people went ahead and wrote to me saying, how dumb is this guy? And if you are somebody that has made it to the end of this video, do me a favor, go ahead, find one of those comments, like it, and then also comment back to them saying, no, it actually works, or at least try to throw them off and have some fun with them. Pretty much it was a good way to see how many people didn't watch to the end of the video. So if you are one of these people, props to you. Go ahead and check out one of these two videos. This is all the popular tattoos that you probably shouldn't get, or at least change up a bit. And then this video is the one where YouTube recommends you go watch because they think you're going to enjoy this one the most. I'll see you in one of those videos.